Well, first of all, hats off to SIU. I mean, what a gutsy, amazing, hard-fought effort that, they deserve to win the game. They were the aggressor from the jump. They got up in us, and we didn't like it very much. And they were physical, and we didn't like it very much. And, we kind of got punched in the face, especially in the first half, and we didn't respond at all. And that's worrisome to some extent because we're supposed to be the aggressor. We're supposed to be physical. We're supposed to be the team that's getting up and down the floor. And the first half was no resemblance of how we play basketball. I literally at times was like, who are we? Who is this? Like, this is not who we are. Now, we may not make shots, but we're still going fast. We're still doing the things that we do. We've done it all year. But, it's kind of reminiscent of the UNI start. But it was worse. It was actually worse. And we had zero transition. We dribbled. I said to Jeremy on the radio, it was like we were Wilson ball testers. We had all taken an NLI for Wilson to test to see if the basketball would bounce. All we did was dribble in circles the entire first half. I honestly not sure. And but at halftime, I just challenged them to be who we are. I said, be Murray State. Win or lose. We scored 98 points and lost, but we were who we are. We've got to be who we are. In the second half, we were who we are. 14 turnovers in the first half. We only shot 54 shots for the game. That's last year. We just praise the Lord we were efficient on the shots we did take. And, Caitlin Young, just big shot after big shot, big play after big plays, as well as Haven. And so, again, credit to them. And I know they're getting on the bus thing, and we dominated that game. And but we bent, but we didn't break. And that's kind of what we've been lately. But we've got a really tough stretch of basketball ahead of us. We're going to have to figure this out.
What's it say that y'all survived this and won?
I think that's probably where we're a little bit different than we've been in the past years. A game like this would have never turned. It would have never gone our way. We'd have felt sorry for ourselves. Kind of like last year led to a really, really bad stretch for us. But, this team is resilient, and this team is tough. And I thought one of the differences, too, is for the first time all year, I thought we were kind of selfish in the first half. There was no ball movement. Everybody was trying to do their own thing. And again, I'm like, who is this? Because this is not who we are. And then the second half, we became who we are. We found who was hot. We kept feeding who was hot. We played defense together. We communicated. We rebounded. We ran the ball down their throats. We got to the free throw line. We became, again, we played Murray State basketball. But, it's on the coach to figure that out. Why? And I don't know. And I'm trying to figure it out, and I'm going to figure it out, and we're going to figure it out together because we've got it. We can't afford to give up a half again, anytime this year like we've done twice in 3 games.
Speaking of selfish, though, I thought something that really helped y'all. Your guards started taking it to the hole real hard instead of trying to throw the ball. When you aren't throwing the ball, you're getting picked sixth. Haven starts bully balling. Berea starts bully balling. Y'all started having success that way.
Yeah, we look like the Dallas Cowboys. But the thing about it is when somebody's up in your shorts guarding you, the best offense is going by them. And I thought Haven really took that to heart, and she started that. And then Berea did it a few times. Even our bigs did it a few times. And that's what you got to do. Again, you have to be the aggressor. You cannot let anybody put you on your heels. That is not who we are. We fight. We're in your face. You may beat us, but you're going to know you played when the game's over. Just like that movie. They're going to make them remember the night that they played the Titans. Or, that's the thing. I tell them every game. Make them not want to play you again. That's who we are. But it's not who we are right now. At times. We got to figure it out.
Caitlin said, first of all, struggled in the first half again. And then you guys obviously made an emphatic point coming out of the locker room, get her the ball in the block. She got heated up. And then 70-70, she said, I believe something along the lines of you would have killed her if she didn't take that shot right there. Mm-hmm. For a kid who'd been struggling a little bit from the 3, and she's your best forward, where was your confidence level at that point with her pulling that trigger?
She's exactly right. She would have got the death stare had she not taken that shot. I had already gotten on to Ava and already gotten to Hannah for the fact that they weren't even being guarded. Their girl was guarding Caitlin after we went 3 straight trips to the post. I said, Ava, you're going to be open. Get to your spot. You're going to make the shot. Boom. Hannah, you're going to be open. Get to the 3. You're going to make the shot. Boom. But I shouldn't have to tell them that. The rule on our basketball team is shoot it when you're open. Shoot it before you turn it over. If you won't shoot it, somebody else sitting over here will. And it's like when things aren't going well, we lose our confidence. Or when things aren't going well, we just kind of tighten up. You cannot play the system tight. The system is supposed to be loose. The system is supposed to just flow and go. And, you asked me a question the other day at the podcast about, like, were we intentionally trying to slow things down? The answer is no. But we definitely are. It is obvious that that's what we're doing. And that we got to take our foot off the brake. I mean, this is supposed to be all gas, no brakes. And, I'm rambling. I'm frustrated because I don't understand. Like, my husband said, it's like they've lost their way. And I'm like, I know, and I don't know why. What am I not doing? What am I not doing well enough? I've got to figure it out. I'm the one in charge. And so between now and Sunday, I got to figure it out.
But Haven helped you make up for that tonight. She's not playing like a freshman, is she?
No, she's special, and I knew she was. She doubted herself. I know some other people doubted her, and I even had some people ask me, "What'd you see in her? How'd she win Miss Kentucky basketball?" I'm like, guys, this is Division I basketball. Why don't we give a kid some grace? Why don't we sit back and let her develop into the player that we know she could be? Give her some time. Well, this is the Haven Ford that's Miss Kentucky basketball. This is the Haven Ford that I chased all over the United States, and my staff chased all over the United States. She's a difference maker. And without her, we don't win the game. And she's not a freshman. She's a dog, D-A-W-G. And that's what you got to have. We need everybody playing with that confidence, everybody playing to say, I'm just going to go as hard as I can, as reckless as I can, and good things are going to happen or bad things are going to happen. But Coach is not going to call me names anymore because I play with my foot on the brake. She has taken her foot off the brake, and she's all gas. Maybe I need to have her be the coach because we need to follow that lead. And we need to follow the lead of Caitlin. I'm going to take that shot even if I miss it. I'm not afraid to be the GOAT. Coaches told me to shoot it. I'm going to shoot it. So maybe that's it. Maybe we need to start saying, be more like this. We've got to all be like this. But, just super proud of those kids. But they're playing the way we're supposed to all be playing. But I thought that at times when we needed a big rebound, Ava got a rebound. When we needed a big shot, like I said, Hannah and Ava both made a big shot. So it was a team effort tonight, but we got to get all 12. We got 12 dressing now. We got to get all 12 on the same page. 2,000. I mean, what a remarkable feat. Not many Division I basketball players in America get to 2,000 points. And the last 12 may have been the most unbelievable 12 points. She needed 12. She already had it. But the last 12 were like, just unbelievable. But that's who she is. She didn't care about that. Most people care about that. And I'm not saying she's not proud of herself, and I'm not saying that doesn't matter to her, but she would not have cared as long as we won the game. But that's what makes her who she is. But she's just special, and she continues every single night to go out and prove it. And, I've heard some other coaches get on their post game and say, I want to put a plug in for, my player for Player of the Year. I think my player deserves Player of the Year. I'm just going to let her speak for herself. I'm just going to let her show up every night and prove who she is. And the chips will fall where they may. We want to win a championship here. We want to get ourselves to the top of the league so that people respect us and that people understand who we are. Individual accolades are great, but none of that matters if our team doesn't do well. So I'm just going to let those kids speak for themselves, and I believe they will.
Speaking of herself, I thought Hannah came through for you when she had to. Misses the free throw, comes back and gets the one. then she bags the next two.
She does, and I made a great play on the out of bounds play. She goes down there, gets sealed. Caitlin makes a great pass to her. She goes up strong and finishes. That was a huge bucket as well. I just looked at Hannah and I said, Hannah, I believe in you. I believe in you. You're going to make both of these free throws. Boom, boom. Huge. I mean, when your post players are your best free throw shooters, I mean, that's pretty crazy. But I wanted her, Caitlin, to shoot those free throws, and just. Kids made big plays. We played like who we are in the second half. We just got to figure it out.
Plus minus can go in a number of directions. Case and Connor plus 24 tonight.
I mean, she's just the unsung hero. She's the coach on the floor. She's the glue that holds us together. She's the glue that holds me together. I mean, she will literally look at me and say, "We need you to be positive right now." Or we need you to do this, or we need some energy from you right now. She's just that player that every coach wants and every team needs. She ain't going to get no credit. Half the people in this conference may not even know who she is. But if you've watched Murray State women's basketball play, everybody knows who Case and Connor is, and we would not be where we are this year without her. And she's a blessing. And I'm glad you pointed that out because that's huge, but that's who she is. She's going to do everything right. Yes, she makes mistakes, but she's going to make more winning plays every single minute she's on the floor than she ever would.
Does getting through this one help y'all for Sunday, you think?
I hope so. We're going to have to take some ice baths because I know we played some kids a little bit more minutes than we normally do. But, we have to win the game. You have to stack wins in the Valley. You cannot not win games. So, our rotations will have to be a little bit shorter. Hopefully it helps their confidence a little bit. But Missouri State's going to be a totally different matchup. They're very physical. They're very good. They run their stuff very well. If we don't get the pace of the game and we don't get our possessions up, we can't play half court basketball with them. So if we don't get back to playing Murray State basketball, it'll be a long night or long afternoon.
You mentioned Caitlin getting fed 3 straight times. Was that intentional to kind of get her going there in the second half, or was that just kind of how things fell?
Oh, intentional. Absolutely intentional. We ran the same play 3 straight times. Kids did a great job getting it to her. She did a great job finishing. That's when they made the adjustment, so we kept going back to the same play, but that got Ava and Hannah open, and both of them made big shots. But no, very, very intentional. You got to go to the well till the well runs dry for sure. But, we just had to get going, and I think her getting going got everybody kind of pumped up and got the energy going, and we just played with a lot more energy and a lot more effort in the second half.